So hi everyone guys, this is Luigi Green Hat back here with a new video. Today we're gonna learn how to play Do I Wanna Know by Arctic Monkeys, which is a kind of wonderful and easy song. And I know that basically this is not the lesson you were expecting for, because the winning song of a few weeks ago was Evil Twin, which is definitely the next video I'm gonna do. But so many of you requested me to do this songs lesson, so I couldn't just pass through this request because really a lot of you was expecting that. Anyhow, I know that I promised you a 1000 special video, but you keep on growing monstrously. I don't even know if the word I've just said does exist, but I meant in a monstrous way. But as I was saying, as you can notice, I moved into another house to study. So basically I was a little bit busy in this period, moving on, cooking for myself, trying not to be killed and stuff like that. I'm working on my special video, and at the same time I keep on going with the lesson. So today I'm gonna teach you that song, which is gonna be really easy, and that was perfect for me because if a song is easy to learn, it's easy to get explained. Anyhow, without wasting other time, I'm gonna leave you to the lesson, and I'm gonna see you next week with the next lesson. See ya! So hi everyone guys, welcome to my new guitar lesson. Today we're gonna learn how to play Do I Wanna Know, which is without doubt the easiest song you can find on Arctic Monkeys' last album. And for this reason, and because of the few tricks present during the song like hammer-ons and slides, I'm gonna teach you how to play this song in two different ways. The first time I'm just gonna show you the notes you have to play so that the really beginners can do something with this song. And anyone is not really confident with the hammer-on and slides yet. And then I'm gonna show you how the actual song flows with all this hammer-on and slides on this fantastic keyboard. So without wasting other time, let's take a look to the main riff, which will be the main part of the song. So basically what you do is playing the first and the third fret on the E string. Then you play the first fret on the A and the third fret on the E. So then you're gonna play this streak of note but a little bit faster. So then we're gonna play the third and the first fret on the D string, and the fifth and the third on the A string. Then you're gonna do first, third, third fret on the A string, and then you're gonna repeat this part, but this time you will play for twice the fifth fret on the A string, and instead of playing the third fret on the A string, you're gonna play the third fret on the E string. So this is basically the part. You're gonna play this for 5 times. At the 6th time, your part will be basically identical, but instead of doing, you will just do. So it will be. So the 5th time you just end up like this. You play the 5th fret on the A string and that's it. So going on, let's take a look to let's take a look to oh my god. Okay, this part with the hammer on and the slides. Basically, you hammer on from the 1st to the 3rd fret of the E string. Then you play this normally. Then you do it again. But this time I do prefer to play the 3rd fret of the E string with an hammer on, even if the E string is not playing. Because basically, what is an hammer on? The hammer on is when you play a note, and while the note is still playing, you just play another fret without picking again. So I do prefer to do like this, because when your guitar is amplified, even if you don't pick, you are able to let play several frets. So it's up to you. After you have done this, you slide from the 1st to the 3rd fret of the D string, and from the 3rd to the 5th. And now, while you are on the 1st fret of the A string, you're gonna hammer on between the 1st and the 3rd fret of the A. Then you slide on the 5th and down on the 3rd, like this. And then you're going to do the same thing, but obviously this time you're going to play the second time you play the 5th fret of the A. So this is the part. And you play it for 5 times again. At the 6th time you play it, you just do this instead of. Then we're gonna go to the part 2, which is something like. So basically you play the 5th fret on the D string and the 1st fret on the same string. So you play 3, 5, 6, 5, 3 on the A string, like this. Then you go on the 1st fret of the same string and the 3rd fret of the same string, like this. 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 1, 3. And then you're gonna do 1, 3, 5, and the 3rd fret on the E. So basically, a lot of action is on the A string. And you end up doing the exact same thing you did at the beginning of part 1, like this. So 1, 3 on the E, 1 on the A, and 3 on the E. Then you're gonna go on, and it's something like you restart this part, so again. But this time, instead of doing, you just do. Then again the 1st fret on the A, and the 3rd on the A, then 1st on the A, and 3rd on the E. So this is basically part 2. And yeah, well, if you are able to manage how to play these 2 parts, you basically have the whole song in your pocket, because you have to play the part 1 for 6 times, the part 2 for once, the part 1 for twice. Then we have a little bit of silence with bass and with the bass and the drums. Then you play the part 1 for twice, the part 2 for once, and then we get to the final. You basically have two choices to end this song. You can keep on going with the rhythmic guitar, which does basically the parts you have learned before, and the other guitar will do something like for 18 times. So if you want to keep on doing, you have to play the part 1 for twice, the part 2 for twice, and then something like a final, which is not something new, is definitely something you saw before, and you have to do. So you have to play 1st, 3rd, 5th fret on the A, and the 3rd on the E string. And if you want to play with hammer-on and slides, you hammer on from the 1st to the 3rd fret of the A, you slide on the 5th, and you play the 3rd fret of the E string like this. And you do it for twice, and you end up with this note. Or if you want, you can play the whole chord, which is point finger on the 3rd fret, ring finger and pinky on the 5th fret of A and D. So and the song ends up like this. Basically, if you want to do the other final, the one with the soloist guitar, which does, you have to play the 8th fret of the B string. It basically is all on the B string, so I'm not gonna name the string, but just the fret I'm gonna play. So 8th, 10th, 8th, 10, 11, 13, 10, 11. And you repeat this for 18 times. If you want to do it with the hammer-on and the slides, you start playing it normally. But when you go to the 11th fret, you slide onto the 13 like this. Then you play the 10th fret, and you hammer on the 11th like this. And you end up with the 8th fret of the B string. So guys, that was Do I Want to Know by Arctic Monkeys. I hope you understood everything. If not, write down in the comments and I will try to help you. But I think that was pretty clear because the song is really easy. Anyway, I'm gonna write everything into a tab, so if there are any doubts of my explanation, you can check out by there. And yeah, basically I'm gonna see you next time. Cheers.